They say life doesn't always test us with big challenges. Sometimes it tests us with small choices, the ones we think don't matter, but define who we truly are. So, if life handed you something you didn't earn, would you take it? Think carefully, because this one story might change how you answer that question. Welcome to Motivated Soul, where stories awaken the truth inside you. Long ago, in a peaceful kingdom, there stood an ashram known for its wisdom. People from far and wide came to learn under the guidance of a great Guruji, a man whose words carried light for thousands. When the disciples had finished their studies, Guruji gathered them and said, "My children, your final test has arrived. The one who passes it will be worthy of becoming the next Rajguru, the royal advisor to our king." The disciples' eyes lit up with excitement. "Tell us, Guruji," they asked, "what must we do?" Guruji smiled and said, "Every morning, one of you will go to the riverbank at sunrise and wait. Whatever happens there, respond as your heart guides you." No one understood what kind of test this was, but the challenge had begun. The next morning, as the first rays of sunlight touched the water, the first disciple stood by the river. Moments later, an apple came floating down the stream. He stared at it, confused. "Is this the test?" he wondered. Finding no meaning, he turned away and left. The next day, another disciple arrived. When he saw the apple, he smiled. "Why let it go to waste?" he thought. He picked it up and ate it quietly. Day after day, this continued, until it was the turn of a humble, sincere disciple known for his honesty. As the apple floated toward him, he picked it up, but didn't eat it. Instead, he stood still, thinking deeply. "This apple isn't mine," he whispered. "Someone must have worked hard for it." He went to Guruji and said, "Guruji, please allow me a day's leave. I wish to find the true owner of this apple." Guruji smiled knowingly and said, "Go, my son." The disciple walked miles along the river until he found an apple orchard nearby. He approached the gardener and said, "Sir, this apple floated away from your garden. I can't eat it. It belongs to you." The gardener laughed. "You're worrying for nothing, boy. Just eat it. Who will ever know?" The young man smiled gently and said, "I will know, and if I lose my honesty once, I'll never find peace again." The gardener sighed. "Well, this orchard isn't mine. It belongs to the king." Without hesitation, the disciple walked all the way to the royal palace. When he met the king, he bowed respectfully and said, "Your Majesty, this apple floated from your orchard. I came here to return what's rightfully yours." The king looked at him in surprise. "You came all the way from the ashram just to return an apple?" The disciple replied calmly, "Yes, my lord, because if I keep what isn't mine, I lose something far more precious, my conscience." The room fell silent. The king was deeply moved. He immediately sent for Guruji and declared, "This young man shall be the next Rajguru. For a person who values honesty above all else deserves to guide this kingdom. And that is the power of integrity." Sometimes the world may not notice your honesty, not today, not tomorrow, but one day it will shine brighter than everything else. So, if you've been working hard, doing right by your values, and wondering when your reward will come, be patient, because honesty never goes unrewarded. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs this reminder today. And before you go, hit that subscribe button and become part of our family here on Motivated Soul, where every story brings you closer to your true self.